Oh, I like that one. Hey everybody, I'm Chris, and I have a book review for you because I'm really into vampires lately, and I happened to find a book that happened to have some vampires in it. Born in Fire is the first book in the Fire and Ice trilogy by K.F. Breen. This is like if Sabrina the Teenage Witch did an internship with Blade, and every night she would binge the first season of Supernatural. I got this hat from the last Blockbuster. I love it. Reagan is a supernatural bounty hunter who just lost a big payout due to the interference of an old and powerful vampire. Knowing her desperate situation, the vampire Darius decides to take advantage of the situation and hire Reagan to solve a mystery. Ooh. With no other jobs lined up, Reagan is forced to do this to pay the rent, and now she has to navigate a world of lies and treachery while she tries to keep her superpowers a secret. The most interesting thing about this book is, unfortunately, how it sets up something that could be interesting and then just stumbles the entire way to the end of the book. For one thing, there's a lot of bits that come up about how, oh, you can't trust vampires, they're so manipulative. But the one vampire that we see most often, he's shady, of course, but he's an alright guy. He doesn't do wrong by the main character. And the other vampires we see are not particularly devious or clever, they're just assholes. The setup is a usual. You've got a secret magic world in a modern setting that mortals don't know anything about. Thing is that this book doesn't really do much interesting with it, I don't think. Oh, I take that back. It's actually pretty interesting how you can have a magical world with wizards, vampires, werewolves, and even unicorns and still have it come off as being a bit mundane. Personally, I blame the main character for this. Reagan is like a robot, whose only setting is tough girl. I mean, to me, it's sort of basic storytelling. One-note characters are no fun to read about. And the only time Reagan's not being a badass is when she's in a drug-induced state of ecstasy due to vampire shenanigans. And even then, she just bounces right back with a bad attitude, like, "Oh no you didn't, come at me, bitch." And then we're back to our metaphorical robot. And of course, like with most modern vampire things, it's always about them being dark and mysterious. Ooh, so dangerous and sexy. Ooh. So there's always the question of will they, won't they, and that kind of situation comes up a few times, which I don't mind. What I mind is that there's no resolution to it. So either they bang or she kicks him in the balls, I don't know, but something's gotta happen. But really, the main problem is that the main character is a one-trick pony. I mean, in movies alone, the three things that came to mind pretty easily for me was Alita Battle Angel, Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road, and of course the OG Ripley. Great female characters. They are badass, but they also have their flaws that they overcome to become better people. Now, Reagan as a character has her flaws. You got that going for you. But she doesn't deal with them, at least not in this book. Now that I say all that out loud, I think my big problem with Reagan is that she doesn't solve any personal problems. Anything that she can't hit or shoot or cut or light on fire, her response is to get drunk and go, "Ooh, I'm so tough, I got a bad attitude, grrr." Okay, maybe she's not that over the top about it, but it's there. She's just too ornery and stubborn to grow as a character, it seems, and it's not very appealing. And now, for a question of the day. Who's your favorite female character? Off the top of my head, I would say mine would be the bride from Kill Bill. That was a great movie. Great characters, all that good stuff. Didn't even have a name, I didn't think. Like, you never actually hear the bride called by a name. It's always just the bride. And then, I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's a great movie. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Don't forget the question of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm.